Hello, Combat, and welcome back to another Marvel Smart video. In this video, we're going to be looking at 10 decks of the week. I haven't done this type of video in a while, but I want to kind of add it at like the start and end of the season. So I'm going to look at the fact we got 5-6 cards per now. You want to look at it this week, right? If you include last season's Premium Battle Pass Fantastic card dropping down, the 2 season passes this season, the Series 5 card, and the 2 Series 4, we've got 6 cards. So I was going to do 2 decks on each of them, trying to make them a little different. But I decided to just put it down to 10 decks and not add Silver Surfer because I don't have the new Silver Surfer. Because I'm not buying a Premium Battle Pass, can't afford it right now. So I've missed that one out and I've added Fantastic in here. So I'm just going to show you 2 decks. I'm trying to make them a little different from each other because, these decks, you can switch 1 or 2 cards here and there. They're the same decks, no matter how many times people post different videos about, post videos and tweets and whatever about this new deck with 1 card different. They're the same deck, right? It's just 1 different. It just kind of doesn't change how you play the deck or what the deck does. So I try and make them a little bit different. There is some of them that are kind of close, the one that had rocks. Terak. Playing that without Darkhawk doesn't make any sense, so Darkhawk's in there, but I try to make them a little different. So, enough rambling, right? Don't forget to like the video if you enjoy it, and I might do this again. Well, I'm planning on doing it at the start and end of the season anyways, right? So, first up, starting with the Battle Pass Galactus. Fantastic Four, right? We've got Stardust in here, because it kind of just goes in. This is a Guardian deck. I believe this is a Regis deck. I'm not sure though. I don't really watch people's videos and stuff, so I don't really know where they came from, but I believe I see someone tweet this out saying this was a Regis deck. So I don't know. It might be, might not be. I don't know. But it's just Guardians, right? A lot of people have said about Guardians this week while I was playing Galactus, but I just don't like Galactus. I think this card's bad. Bad might be a little harsh. I just find it boring, right? If anyone's watched my content for a while, I don't like big, boring stats, right? This card here is a prime example of why Shang-Chi needs to stay in the game. And the people that probably love this card are ones that probably wish Shang-Chi was deleted, right? Because they like just playing big, dumb numbers. But anyways, this deck is very weak to Shadow King, which could be a bit of a problem with end of turn stuff out there and people want to counter them, right? Because Guardians, you want to buff them up and stuff. But, give it a go. Next Galactus deck is the good card pile, right? This pile's kind of been around for a while, keeps changing, and now people are adding Galactus in here. I do think it's just, a Goliath in here instead of Galactus probably wins you more games, right? Just being able to shut down some end of turn stuff with a Galactus or whatever. But Red Guardian does it anyway. NTW is great for shutting down end of turn stuff. Cannonball, Mercury, Gladiator to kill most of it, right? So it's very good into the end of turn stuff as long as you can get ahead, right? You kind of need tempo. So that's what the Wiccan and the Quicksilver's in here for, right? You get your Quicksilver down to 1. Hopefully you draw one of your 4/2s into a 3, into a Wiccan, whatever, right? So yeah. That's Galactus done. Next up we have Stardust. Stardust in the junk stuff. It stops you being able to summon the Void with Sentry in case obviously if you have Sentry into a Nihilus, you're happy with that, right? But at the same time, if you don't have a Nihilus, Stardust into Sentry is also fine. Just makes it a 4/9, right? No downside, right? Which is pretty good. Obviously you got Merlin to evolve if you want to evolve it or whatever, right, in the hood. Next up, for another Stardust Serra Control. I did a Serra Control for my Stardust video on Tuesday. I took out the Invisible Woman. I didn't like the idea of the tech stuff, but helps you into end of turn stuff, right? Invisible Woman, Shadow King, or Shang-Chi behind it, right? It just destroys it, which is great. Stardust, obviously. It was bugged with Mysterio. I'm not sure if it's been fixed or not, so I'm not 100% sure. I know it was crashing games on Tuesday. Next up, Redshift. Agatha stuff. I played Redshift on stream this week, and the amount of people that just told me to play Agatha, and I refused because this is just the most obvious spot And unless I'm not feeling too great and I'm lazy, I hate playing like the main source for a deck, right? Like Agatha makes it so much sense, right? Especially if you get Black Knight on 1 into Redshift. Oof, it's just fantastic, right? Because Agatha starts in your hand on the left, so she's always getting hit with Redshift, so she's a perfect card with this. But you know, sometimes you just want to play something different, and this is where this one comes into the next Redshift deck. I was thinking Redshift wasn't in here. This is a video, I did a video on this, but I think I ended up taking out Victoria Hand. I had something similar to this anyways, but I ended up taking cards out for mod discard, I think. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure I ended up with Victoria Hand out of the deck. But like, having an extra discard in this type of deck is really nice. Might have kept Vicky Hand, I don't know. I can't, honestly, my memory's terrible. But yeah, this is a fun deck. You know, you get the Dak and Bullseye stuff. And Redshift, yeah, I had Morgan Le Fay here, right? Yeah, that's what I had in there. And now we're on to the Darkhawk one, the Terrak, right? So this is the one that's kind of, the decks are kind of similar, because playing Terrak without Darkhawk is stupid. I'm just pointing out that it's just dumb, right? This is a 1-2 combo. Why are you adding rocks to people's deck if you're not going to benefit from Darkhawk at least, right? Maybe if you wanted to go Cassandra Nova, you could fit it in there for like just a cast stuff, right? So you're adding stones in and you get Cassandra in there, or you're disrupting them. But then again, you still wanting the Hawk in here is the big play. So, you know, this is just a one Darkhawk deck, and then the second Darkhawk deck's more like different. It's got some it's got a little bit of a discard in here with Moon Knight, Proxima, Black Bolt Stature, and then you've got a zoo package in here as well, so you can get some zoo stuff down. You'll be winning the locations kind of easily because, you know, you drop the Squirrel Girl or I don't know, Black Cat, Hog, whatever, right? Marble Boy. You know, you end up winning the location, so you get the Terrak down easier. And lastly, we're going with Fantastic Art, right? Last season's premium pass. I didn't get it last season, I got it this season. I actually got it in the same pack as Stardust, which was fantastic. Saved me 3k tokens. I did see a lot of people surprised that Fantastic Art was a Series 4. And I'm pretty sure they said straight up when they're doing the premium stuff, or it says on it, that the super premium card is a Series 4. Which, you know, if people read or see it's there, but you know, most people didn't care. They're just seeing an extra tenner for a car and they'll read it off because everyone was telling them it's bad and they shouldn't buy it, right? And you got all these other people just in your ear saying, nah, it's bad, and then people just don't look at it or don't give it the time of the day, but whatever, right? It's a great deal. Buy it or don't buy the premium pass, doesn't really matter. I'm one that's skipping it, even though I think it's an incredible deal. I just don't have the extra tenner a month to be throwing at a card right now. So yeah, here we go, end of turn stuff, right? This is a small package with the Havoc, the Fina, Prodigy, Invisible Woman is just a ridiculously annoying, stupidly broken combo, and I hate it. But you know, this isn't it. And then the last one is a Doom deck, I believe. Yeah. We've got Doom 2099 here with Invisible Woman, Prodigy again. You know, you get a crap load of Doom bots out there. Especially if you got Fantastic Car out here, buffs Invisible Woman, your Prodigy, and then you got Blue Marvel out here, whatever, right? You got plenty of options. Pop off. Pretty fun. Anyways, that's enough for this video. I'll catch you tomorrow for another deck video.